How many times have you felt that you only have value when you're doing something for someone? When you're working, caring, delivering? And when you stop, it seems to lose its meaning, doesn't it? Parents who live for their children, teachers who give of themselves at every lesson, health professionals who carry the weight of so many lives, and at the end of the day, there's little, if anything, left for you. If you feel that you are just what you do and not who you are, then this video is for you. Today, we're going to talk about a rescue. The rescue of your real value, the one that exists even when no one is looking, even when you're not producing. Because your value doesn't come from the job you do, but from the person you are. Stay with me until the end, because this reflection could change the way you see yourself, and that changes everything. How many times have you found yourself believing that you only have value when you're doing something for someone else? When you're looking after children, seeing patients, preparing lessons, solving problems. And when all that stops, for a moment there's that strange feeling of emptiness, as if you no longer exist. Have you ever felt that? Have you ever had the impression that if you're not producing, you're nobody? If so, take a deep breath. This video is for you. The truth is that many people live in this invisible trap, defining themselves only by what they deliver. A father who works tirelessly, believing that he's only good enough if he's providing for his family. A teacher who gives of herself to each student, but can no longer remember the last time she looked at herself. A health professional who saves lives every day, but feels that they are only respected when they are wearing their lab coat. When everything around you demands that you always be active, productive, available, what's left? Who are you when you're not doing? The root of this is deeper than it seems. From an early age, we were taught to seek approval through performance. Did you get a good grade? You deserve congratulations. Did you work hard? It has value. Did you sacrifice? Now you're worthy of respect. And without realizing it, we grow up with this dangerous idea that love, recognition, and even our identity need to be earned. The problem is that this logic kills being, to make room only for doing. And then you run, you deliver, you do everything, but deep down you still feel that it's not enough. But what if I told you that your value didn't depend on any of this? What if your essence is precisely what remains? Even when everything stops, do a quick exercise. If today you could no longer practice your profession, if no one asked you for help anymore, if the world left you in silence for a moment, what would be left inside? If this question scares you, perhaps it's because you've forgotten an essential truth. You are much more than what you offer. You are someone even when you're not doing anything. There is a value that is born the moment you simply exist. Before your first diploma. Before your first job. Before the first "I love you" someone says. This value cannot be measured or earned. It can only be recognized. And you know what's most beautiful? It's there now. Even if you've forgotten. Even if no one around you has reminded you of it lately. Because the world may applaud you for what you do, but who you are. That's what really matters when everything falls silent. You are not a position. You are not a function. You're not just the father, the mother, the exemplary professional. You are a whole person, with a history, with emotions, with dreams that don't need to be useful to be worthwhile. Your right to exist is not conditional on how much you serve others. You can rest. You can stop. You can simply be. And still remain worthy of love, respect, and presence. And now you may be wondering, how do I get back to myself? How do I find who I am again when I've been confusing myself with everything I do for so long? The answer lies in small choices. A break in the middle of the day. A moment of silence just for you. A look in the mirror, not to judge yourself, but to recognize yourself. Writing down who you are, without mentioning what you do. Remembering what makes you smile, not because of the result, but because of the feeling. It's in these details that you reconnect. You don't have to be radical. You just need to be honest. Little by little, you'll understand. Resting is not a mistake. Saying no is not selfish. Having time for yourself isn't a luxury, it's emotional survival. And the more you connect with who you are, the less you depend on outside validation. Peace doesn't come from applause. It comes from the clear knowledge that your value is intact, even when the world doesn't see you. So, if this video touched you, do one thing. Send it to someone who is always doing for everyone else, but forgets about themselves. This message could be the reminder they need. And if you are that person, listen to this with affection. You are valuable. You always have been. And you don't need to prove it to anyone. Your value already exists, even in silence, even in pause, even now. Remember, there is no growth in the comfort zone, and there is no comfort in the growth zone, and the result you need is in the sacrifice you don't make.